FEMA has extended the application deadline for individual assistance for flooding disaster survivors in 21 Minnesota counties. FEMA can help cover a variety of costs, including funds for temporary housing, home repair, and disaster-caused expenses, such as replacement of personal property. They encourage anyone affected by flooding to submit an application. Even those who are on a fixed income or may owe taxes are welcome to apply.
We literally turn a blind eye and we simply focus on disaster recovery. That's the beauty and the unique of working for FEMA or being a part of this agency, is because we simply get to focus on either disaster recovery, disaster preparedness, or disaster mitigation.
The money FEMA provides is a cash grant that doesn't need to be repaid. Applications are now due October the 27th. You can apply in person with Waseca Public Safety and Cottonwood County Office Building. For more information on how you can apply through other methods, visit KEYC.